a lot of agents, most agents, they struggle with asking for the order, getting to the next step. They often have bottlenecks in their business where they get people to meet with them but can't retain them as clients. They get people where they retain them as clients and can't get them to write an offer. They get sellers to sign a listing contract but won't accept offers that are coming in. Or they have trouble with the inspection negotiations or the negotiations after you execute a contract. So I've got 3 documented closing techniques that I've personally used that will help you in various stages of guiding people from one step to the next step. So here they are. The first one is the takeaway close. And this works in a number of different scenarios. This works during offer negotiation. This works when you're trying to get someone to meet with you and have to get a buyer agreement signed. This works during an inspection negotiation. And what it does, it takes all the commission breath out of your words and shows you that you're focused on the client. What the takeaway close is telling them, hey, we don't have to move ahead, or letting them know, hey, we can walk away right now and we can just stop this. And what that does, it takes all the desperation out of the words that you're using. It takes all the stress out of the words that you're using and makes it a little easier to have a tough conversation with somebody. So let me give you a couple examples. You schedule a home tour with someone and you have to have the conversation about the NAR requirements to sign an agency agreement, whether it's a touring agreement, a buyer agency contract, whatever your state requires. I'm not going to get into that. And you get some resistance of, hey, I got to sign a contract for this. Hey, Nick, I know that's an unusual step to take here. It's a little backwards if you ask me. These requirements just came out about a year ago. Why don't we do this? It sounds like you got some questions. Let's cancel the home tour now, and let's set up a time where I can walk you through the current process and all the requirements on everyone's end so you can understand it. So when you do find the right home, you can make a move on it. Again, that does the same thing. It takes all the power out of, I don't want to sign this. I don't want to meet with you. You're taking the power back. Number 2, the alternative choice close. This has to do with scheduling, because a lot of people, they feel like they have to meet when the customer or the client wants to meet. And a lot of agents, they don't value what's in their calendar. They almost never follow their calendar, if you ask me. They have this nice calendar done, then they just throw it out the window when someone wants to meet. That's not how to run a business. Let me be very clear. So when you use the alternative choice close and someone says, I can only meet Sunday night, right? Nobody wants to go to an appointment Sunday night. That's a horrible time. I can only meet Tuesday morning. Well, I'm making phone calls and lead generating Tuesday morning. Or maybe you already have another appointment, or you have a commitment that you need to honor. You got to pick your kids up somewhere. It doesn't matter. The alternative choice close is this. Hey, unfortunately, that's not going to work for me. And the good news is I can meet you and offer one time before and one time after they want to get together. Or just give them 2 options. Invariably, people will pick one of the 2 options unless there's a real conflict. So that alternative choice close, it honors, hey, unfortunately, that doesn't work, and I have some choices here, and give them option A or option B. And that close, what that does, that's going to help you protect your time because you're putting them into the time slots in your calendar, not the other way around. And the last close, very similar to the alternative choice, and this is deployed in negotiations, whether it's pricing your home. There's 3 strategies. We got 3 options when it comes to pricing a property. When it comes to compensation, here's all our options around compensation, Mr. and Mrs. Seller. Let me walk you through them, and we can see which one's going to be easier for you. Or when you receive an offer, hey, we've got some options here, and you go through all the options. When something goes wrong in an inspection, whether it's an appraisal, an inspection, or something else, hey, we've got 3 options. Here's what they are. And you always want to try to offer 3 options. Now, this is actually very similar to the first 2, but these are 3 different strategies. One option is, hey, we can accept the offer on the table right now. I'm not sure if that makes sense for us. We can certainly do that. This comes to offer negotiation. Option 2, hey, let's just reject it entirely. Let's tell them we're not interested at this price point. Or number 3 is we can go with a counter offer. And the 4th option that may emerge later is a competing offer that we could go with as an alternative. So which one of those is going to be easier for you? This comes from the 1-3-1 strategy concept that we coach at our team when it comes to any sort of issue that comes up. What's the issue? What are the 3 options? And which is the one that you're going to recommend to your client? And then when you recommend it, ask them, hey, of these 3 options, which one's going to be easier for you? This is some classic Phil Jones. Hey, we've got 3 options. When you offer people options, they don't feel boxed in. when you tell them we have to do this or we have to do that, that's not a great way to go. Now, a key here is when you offer the 3 options or the 4 options, or however many options you're going to offer, you explain to them the positives and the minuses. Don't use the word but, use the word and. Just change that language right away. Hey, so option 1 is we do this, and here's why it could make sense, and here's a concern that I have. Option 2 is this, and here's why it makes sense, and here's what's worked well, and here's what may not make sense about it. And here's option 3. You get the point. Instead of saying, here's option 3, but this one's a horrible decision, or but this is something that could cause us to lose the deal entirely, you sound like you're contradicting yourself, right? These 3 closing techniques, the alternative choice close, the options close, and the takeaway close, all of them, what they do is they help people say yes. And I got a bonus one for you here. You're at an appointment. You're getting ready to sign. You finished your pitch. Instead of saying, oh, what do you want to do? It's, hey, so you guys want to get started? And just see what they say. All these closes are going to help you. Here's how to implement them. Practice them, role play them, get the language very clear, and make them concise. The longer you talk, the more likely you are to lose somebody. So practice these, know them cold, so when the opportunity comes up, you can deploy them and get the results that your clients want and the results that are going to help your business.